Good morning, ISP, and welcome back to Monday morning, June 1st. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I certainly know I did, and that's because on Saturday morning, we had our first ISP outdoor graduation ceremony to honor our graduates, the class of 2020, and to recognize them for their achievements and for how well they've conducted themselves during these unusual, challenging months. We were joined by parents and some students and teachers, administrators. It was a wonderful occasion. I am so proud of our graduates and what they've accomplished. Frankly, I'm so proud of all ISP students and our entire ISP community. So to hear more about the graduation and what's next for the upper school, we're joined by our upper school principal, Dr. Eric Sturm. So here we are with Dr. Sturm, our upper school principal. And I was just saying in the introduction that we had an amazing event this weekend on Saturday, the upper school graduation. So maybe we can start by you chatting a little bit more about that experience. It was your first graduation at ISP. It's your first year at ISP, so congratulations. How are you feeling, and how did you feel about the event?
Well, first of all, I have to say congratulations to all the seniors. Once again, we're so proud of you. And I have to say, I feel really good about the event. Outside it was a little windy, especially in the beginning, but I listened to the live stream or the recorded version, and it sounds great. And I think it was a beautiful day. It really honored the graduates, and I think was appropriate for the year we've had, which is one where we've had to kind of think on our feet, be very agile in our responses. And, we really didn't put that together, that final piece on the field until some days before. But I think that's fitting given the year we've had so far.
And thanks to everyone involved. Obviously, a lot of work to pull it all together. There was a lot of technical aspects of the graduation that had to be taken care of: the streaming, the sound system, all of the seating in the chairs, and the banners. I was amazed at how quickly you guys were able to get those banners produced. And so lots of people involved to pull it off so well.
Yeah, it really was a team effort. I'm really lucky to have such a great team in the upper school, starting with Ms. Vodichkova, Ms. Shinkova, and Ms. Ercolino, Ms. Gordon, Mr. Evans, and then Mr. Hrubesh also did a lot of things to help orchestrate the event behind the scenes. And I think that's why we were able to pull it off. It was just this kind of team approach to things, and kind of all knew what we had to do to make it happen. And it did come together remarkably quickly, but it was a lot of fun. It's great. We've also done a video recording by a videographer, and that's going to be kind of interesting too, because we had a drone. I don't know if you saw the drone, Dr. Bieber.
I did, and I heard it. It sounded like bees.
That was kind of cool. And there'll be some extra features to that version, which I think will be really cool. For instance, at the end, I was able to take the graduates out to the back, and we posed for a photo, and we did a hat toss, and it was just really liberating to be able to do that. Everybody kind of screamed with joy, and I think that will be captured on that recording as well. So that is going to be really fun.
And as well as that, there's been actually so many different ways of recognizing and having some kind of formal recognition of the graduates, including the video that had been made previous to all of this by some of our students and faculty. Maybe you want to say a little bit about that.
Yeah, that version was started right in the beginning when we left school. I guess that was mid-March or so. And we really wanted to create an opportunity for for the seniors to do something, because their year was cut short. And I had no idea at the time that this virtual graduation, as we call it, would take such an amazing course. It really is an extensive version of both what was the banquet and the graduation, kind of combining speeches, musical performances, bios of the seniors, and a really nice thing at the end where the graduates submitted photos of themselves from when they were really very young, like, in kindergarten to kind of middle school age to now, to the song that they chose to represent their class. And I think it's just an amazing tribute to the graduates. And what's great about it is it's entirely student produced. Mr. Hubesh helped kind of direct the students, but they're the ones that collected all of that material and put it all together. And it was no easy task because the students had parameters for each student, teacher speaker, including you and me, and for the student speakers, as well as the musical performances, which were done by a Zoom and recorded, including the Smetana piece, which is amazing. So all in all, we're very proud of that. The reason we did that at the time is because we thought we'd have something to do. We didn't know the way the year would unfold. We had no idea if we would be able to do this live graduation at the time. And so we wanted to control what we could control at the time, but the students just took it and ran with it. And I think it far exceeded everyone's expectations. It really is amazing.
So looking forward, we have amazingly just a few more weeks left to the school year. And maybe you can chat a little bit about what you're seeing happening, how things have been going with the online learning, what you see happening over the next few weeks, and then we'll close up with a little bit about the August reopening.
Great. Well, first of all, I want to say I'm so proud of all the upper school students and how they've adjusted to the system. When we left, it was very abrupt. We moved to do basically our block rotation right to an online delivery. And outside of the first couple of days where it was very challenging, it seems as though the students adjusted really well. And I think it's a tribute to their desire to learn and to be engaged with their teachers. And I have to say the same thing for the teachers. They really brought their passion for their subject area and their desire to connect with students to this new format. So I am just so proud of our community and the way that they've adjusted to what is obviously a very challenging circumstance.
So as we've announced, the plan is to reopen in August. Of course, there are a lot of uncertainties in that. We don't know what the context here will be at that time. And we don't know exactly what the guidelines from the authorities are going to be. But having said that, our intention is to reopen. So thinking a little bit about that, we don't have a crystal ball, as we've said, but we're hoping for the best. We're planning for the worst. What are your feelings about the reopening in August?
Well, I think as the graduation might have taught us, Dr. Bieber, that we need to be flexible and we need to be kind of nimble in our approach because it can change in a moment's notice. We know that. So really we're preparing for scenarios. We know that both the full-fledged distance learning plan as we've structured it now is working really well. We know that if we're able to come back as we are planning in August face-to-face, we're ready for that. There are some other permutations of situations that I think we need to be planning for, and that's what we're talking about currently. We're talking about, with the teachers about what this could look like, and we're talking at an administrative level, and I feel like we're going to be prepared. I feel that no matter what curveball is thrown at us, we're going to be ready at ISP to handle it.
Let's close by just saying congratulations on a great year, an unusual year. I know that for both of us. And we're almost done. We have a few more weeks left to go. The learning will continue. And we look forward to reopening in August and have a great day and great week of learning at ISP this week.
Thank you so much. I just want to say for my part, I feel so lucky to be a part of the community ISP, and I feel I've learned a lot as a learner myself. And I know the situation is challenging for our community as a whole, but I feel that with that comes new learning, and we become better through a situation like this. And I can say for my part, I feel so lucky to be at ISP. So thank you.
And we are very lucky to have you with us at ISP. Have a great week.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Bieber. Take care.
Bye-bye. Well, thank you, Dr. Sturm. Thank you for your wonderful leadership throughout the school year. Congratulations on just about completing your first year at ISP, and we look forward to your leadership for many years to come. As we do every Monday morning, here is a new Playing for Change song, Everlasting Arms. The lyrics begin, "You can lean on me, brother. I believe you've carried too long. You can lean on me, sister. I believe you've carried too long." It's a song about compassion and caring for each other. Have a wonderful week of learning, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You can lean on me, brother. I believe you've carried too long. You can lean on me, brother. I believe you've carried too long. You can lean on me, brother. I believe you've carried too long. It's such a long, long way back home.
You can lean on me, sister. I believe you carry too long. It's such a long, long way back home.
Oh, we just leaning on the everlasting arms.
Hey, I've been leaning on the everlasting arms.
We just leaning
On the everlasting arms.
It's such a long,
Long way back home.
leaning on the everlasting arms.
Well, you can lean on me, stranger. I believe you carry too long. You can lean on me, stranger. I believe you carry too long. I'm saying you can lean on me, stranger. I believe you carry too long. You know that it's a long, long way back home.
My dear sister, am I not a brother to you? Oh, my dear sister, am I not a brother to you? Oh, my dear sister, am I not a brother to you? I know, make it through. Oh, we just leaning
On the everlasting arms.
we just leaning
On the everlasting arms.
we just leaning
On the everlasting arms.
It's such a long,
Long way back home.
oh, we just leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Lord,